Hey everybody, welcome back to Brent's Backyard Redneckery. Today what we're going to do is continue in the process of making our new garden. Now we've already marked it off, so the next step is going to be getting rid of the grass. Well, as much as we can until we till it. So the first time I built a garden was in this same spot about 6 or 7 years ago. I asked my dad, what's the best way for me to get rid of this grass? He said, I tell you what you need to do. You need to pour some diesel on there, and once that diesel is dried out, light it on fire. So I did. Not the best of ideas living here in the city, because it did create quite a bit of a blaze. Luckily it didn't spread too far. But today we're not going to be doing that. We're just going to mow it down, dump it out, mow it down as far to the ground as we can before we get ready to till it. So hang around, I'll tell you what you need to do. Alright, so we have the lawnmower set on the lowest setting I can take it. So we want to take this grass down as far as we can go. Let's do this. Okay, so now we have that cut down as far as we want it to go. There's still a lot of grass left over. It's been raining the past few days, so it's a little iffy out here. But what we'll do now is take the bag, dump it in the compost, go back over it once, get the rest of that grass up and dump it too. See, even after a second pass, there's still quite a bit of grass in there. We'll finish it up by raking off what's left, dump it in the compost too. As you can tell, we've got our outline there. I actually bumped it up to 22 by 22 to have a little bit more room for my sorghum. And if you were smart, you'd have a light rake. But instead, I got a heavy one because I keep forgetting to buy a new light rake. So this will be even more fun. Alright, that concludes this episode of Brent's Backyard Redneckery. On our next episode, we will be tilling this up. The ground's obviously too wet right now, so we can't mess with it at the moment. Once it's dried up some, we'll be able to do it, but as it is right now, it's purely mud, and it's just going to stick in the tiller's tines, especially since I have an electric tiller. This concludes today's episode of Brent's Backyard Redneckery. If you haven't learned anything else today, you learned that a heavy rake is not always what you need. So like this video, share it with your friends. Remember, buy a light rake.